Welcome back, guys, to another Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition video here on my channel. And today we have another ranked matchup, and this time we see Doduo go against Optimus. And Optimus is currently on rank 2, so he's right behind the almighty Kaiser Klein, so definitely a super strong player. And then Doduo, he is actually GG Revnek. It's just a troll account from him, and I didn't found the name anymore, but I guess he changed it again to to Smurf, let's say it that way. And yeah, so I just put it in the rank of GG Revnek's main account, so he's currently on rank 5. So we have a top 10 players matchup here. And yeah, Doduo is going with the Swedish, and Japan is the enemy's choice. Then we are playing on the map Mexico, where we have 4 trading posts here. And then we also do have 4 native settlements, so we do have the Mayans and the Zapotecs. And without further ado, let's jump into the game. So we see Optimus just placed down his cherry orchard, and he is collecting food with 6 villagers. And the other 2, or yeah, now 2, are then collecting wood. Then on the other side we see here Doduo's explorer Carl Gustav Eckeberg getting a scout here. And here we see the second orchard rickshaw from Optimus just roaming around the map here. And now the Swedish guy is sending in the first shipment, so he's going with the 3 settlers card, and his deck is called 1v1 land. And we have here standard stuff and then 2 upgrades for the infantry, then 2 ladder cannons, and then we do have the 2 upgrades for the torps. So this one is for the coin, and this one will send 4 torps and makes them stronger and lets them receive shipments, etc. And then in H3 we have the blackberries, so there will spawn berry bushes which contain 1000 food. And then we also do have the Jaegers here. Then discard the 3 copper mines, so we can place the copper mines close to his torps later. And yeah, here we have the 2 heavy cannons, then the factories, and then we also do see the Mamluks. Then here discard the Svea lifeguard card, so Caroline, oh, I can't say this unit's name. Well, you know what I mean. They will get plus 15% hit points. Then Grenadiers will get 25% more hit points, and the armored type is changed for the Carolians to ranged. And then let's switch back to the game. So we see here Doduo's explorer is now attacking the scouting orchard rickshaw. And yeah, it looks like it is slowly losing hit points, but I think it won't be able to go back in time. And now Doduo is also slowing him down with the scout, because he's running in his way to stop him. You see it. And it looks like yeah, definitely not gonna make it back to the town in time. And meanwhile, the Swedish player is going up with the naturalist, and here we see Optimus typing in really. So he had to place down the cherry orchard over here. So unfortunately for him, he couldn't place it down in his base. And Optimus now sending in the Heavenly Kami card. But he started off with the 2 villagers. Then we also do see this card here, the Team Chonindo card. So it increases all the gather rates by 8%. Then we do see the gather rates for food are increased with this card, the food silos, by plus 15%. And then in H2, standard stuff here. Then the units plus their upgrades. Then also the diplomatic intrigue card. Nothing crazy here, I would say. And then here, this card. And here we see, what do we see here? I mean, don't scalp with your berry bush. Yeah, funny stuff here. Optimus getting kind of salty here. Let's switch back to the deck here. So this card here, the terraced hillsides. So ships a rice paddy rickshaw and increases villagers gather rate from rice paddies, mills, farms, and estates for food and coin. So the late game card here. Then in H4 we do have the Shogun Tokugawa. Next upgrade is being researched for the Japanese player. So the Hanami parties, so they gather food faster from their cherry orchards. And here we see Optimus going up with the Toshogu Shrine. At the same time, he is now trying to build up more shrines, so he will get the best out of this synergy of the Toshogun Shrine, the Heavenly Kami card, and as many shrines as possible. Yeah, this is really unfortunate because yeah, the main or secure food income or resource is being placed over here, so it makes Optimus' life way more difficult to maintain his food income. But we will see how it plays out later. And here we see that the Swedish player, he just sent in the 4 Torp Wagons card as his first shipment in H2. And he's placing it right around this copper mine over here. There we have the first barracks up, and now we see some Carolians coming out. And more shrines going up. Next shipment, 700 wood for the Swedish player. Then Optimus is now sending in 4 villagers as his first shipment in H2. Then here we see some annoying stuff here. Just sending in the scout here, doing some damage to these villagers, but yeah, he's just losing his scout over here to the town center. Next upgrade, civil servants for Optimus. Now we also see a barracks going up for the Japanese player. Now the duo is also going for some marketplace upgrades, so he's getting the great coats and the hunting dogs. So he's getting the hunting dogs a bit late, or later than usual. And we see Optimus is going for a straight double barracks here. And here, Carl Gustav Eckeberg just found these these shrines here. And this is the perfect spot for these shrines because there's a lot of herds here around. So he's getting the pronghorns. Yeah, and here we see that Doduo now has a little army of 11 units. So maybe he's sending them out towards the shrines over here. And the Japanese explorer here just disappeared. Got himself into safety. Then the next upgrade is coming in for the Swedish player. And he's getting the Engelsberg Ironworks. So his coin production with his torps is increased. And yes, the army of Doduo is now going for these shrines. But Optimus is calling in the Portuguese allied units, the Ordnance Besteiro. So we have a little crossbow men fight going on here. The Besteiro are slightly stronger, but the Doduo has more units. Let's switch over back to Optimus. So he's going for some Ashigaru musketeers. 8 of them in queue at the moment. Yeah, here the first shrine went down, but at the same time we see a small army of Optimus now going towards the base of Doduo. And he wants to kill this settler over here. And we see big crossbowmen pop. 10 crossbowmen just came out right in time. They popped onto these Ashigaru musketeers. So perfect counter here, and he's sending in more crossbowmen over here. Next card coming in for the Japanese player is the Diplomatic Intrigue card. So we got 300 export. And it looks like Optimus is losing all of his Ashigarus here. More Ashigarus coming in from the other side. But it looks like Doduo is pretty safe here with his 19 crossbowmen. Now we see a stable going up for Optimus, so he probably wants to add a few Naginata riders to deal with the crossbowmen. Here the little batch of Carolians now go back to this spot where Optimus has a few shrines. And Optimus is also reinforcing his Ashigaru musketeer army. And if we check the macro of Optimus here, I think he will slowly try to aim the next age, but no, he just used some coin. Maybe he's also just macroing for Ashigarus. Yeah, probably that's more reasonable. Now the Duo is burning down more shrines. And we see that he is cancelling the allied here, and he's going for the Japanese isolation now. Next upgrade coming in for Optimus, and he's sending in the Ashigaru Musketeer attack, so his units will get plus 15 damage. Looks like both players don't want to fight the other army. They were just trying to do some damage somewhere else. And here we see two leather cannons, but one is in a bad spot, so it will get picked up here. And they also just one-shot the second one, and now Doduo is also calling the militiamen here. And here we see another fight going on here, the Carolians being in melee mode going against these ordnance pisteros. And here we have some Naginata riders, as I already thought that he would bring. And a few villagers go down here, Optimus being able to pick up villagers. But also on the other side of the map, we see a few villagers going down here on the other side. Here also the Naginata riders killing a few villagers. But Optimus is losing all of his villagers here at the cherry orchard. And remember guys, he had to pull it down here. Now he has to bring all of his villagers over here. And his other villagers are just kind of stranded here at this location, and he's not able to get any food in, or he has to build up a rice paddy. But I mean, he would have discarded here the two cherry orchard rickshaws, but I think he just wants to keep on producing Ashigaru musketeers. And if you look on the scoreboard, we see Doduo having a slight advantage. He is 2k score ahead.
Redo?
So if we check the villager count, so the Swedish player does have 29 villagers compared to the Japanese player. He does have 34. And it looks like he has changed his resource income from his shrines to food, and is now putting his villagers onto wood. But if you compare the two armies, looks like Doduo definitely has the bigger army and the better unit composition. And we see Doduo is also fighting pretty smart here, being in front with the crossbow men, but keeping the Carolians close so he can snipe the Naginata riders if they come close, and that's exactly what he is doing. So all the Naginata riders just went down. And here we see the score difference just increased after this fight here. And now Optimus typing in, losing like this is really nice. think he's still mad because of the cherry orchard at the beginning. Some more Naginata riders here. And Optimus is trying to position them good. To pick up some crossbowmen. Or it looks like he's sending them straight towards the base of Doduo to pick up some villagers. And the next Ashigaru shipment is coming in. So another 5 Ashigarus coming in. Doduo will lose another villager here. But he's sending in, or he's sending a few Carolians close to deal with these Naginata riders, but I don't know if 5 units will be enough. Here Optimus typing in anyways, I'm out of turn after this one. And Doduo now right clicking the town center. And Doduo now typing in, don't understand, he doesn't understand it. What do you mean? Optimus now typing in, it's okay. So yeah, I think Optimus is thinking he would have won this without this chair, with the cherry orchard not being placed over here. Looks like he is losing his town center here. And doesn't look good here for Optimus now. And he's calling the GG. And that's the end of the game, guys. Yeah, just a naughty play here from the duo. Attacking the cherry orchard, but I mean, if your opponent is giving you such a present, you have to take it, right? You just try to kill it. And in this case, it definitely made Optimus struggle. And I would also go so far and say, yeah, this is also the reason why he lost, because once he had his villagers here, at one time the duo came and killed all the villagers over here. I think there were like 10 villagers. Yeah, so pretty interesting stuff here. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.